about to see somebody short. No, so I'm gonna I'm just gonna be. What? Oh, you scored us?
They're scoring.
Yes, they're gonna score. Score! Score!
Yeah. Let me see. I see a 9.5. I see a 9.3, and I see a 9.4. Okay, so that's a 28.2.
All right.
Nkosi? All right, cool. So,
The judges are being judged.
okay, so up on the stage is Nkosi.
Yeah. Woo! The current Youth Poet Laureate.
Alright, okay, alright, here's the poem. Alright. It's called Haikus for the Dead. So 1, up in the sky's mouth are whole cities for the dead that don't know they're dead. 2, rest in peace we say, but what happens to the bullets that dies inside us? Now, alright, sorry, it's not a skimmer, but the poem that I was trying to do is kind of hard to follow. It goes on and off flow, so sorry if it seems unpolished. It's not a disclaimer, it's just the words, they don't always come to me like I like to say that they're fragments and miracles muddied in their own syntax. I mean, look at it. With each line, the definition of the piece begins to mutate, as if being itself is something it never wants to inhabit, and I guess I do that too sometimes. Probably why I don't even own a reflection in the mirror on some mornings. I kind of learned to wash myself off. So I guess it'd be a great time to let you know that I was born without a mouth. Poetic, right? So this poem may end up being a blank space staring out into the void, trying to decipher the nothing it always attempts to write about. I always end up having a veil of language hiding the scarred flesh in the rooms of this body, or I always end up blooming some lyrical field of reeds with elongated webs spiraling into a Fibonacci sequence upon the page. Whatever it may be, know that the poem is a stream of thought that the pen failed to catch. That's actually a nice line. All right, I'm gonna start the poem. Haikus for the dead. All right, there's so much deletion that you thought that we were made from nothing. All right, sorry, let me just back up. Before we do the poem, it's just, as a young writer, I'm always led to believe that I'm supposed to compose a dead thing out of my mouth made of ink, like a body being tarred and feathered, except it's on the page, and you can usually read the blood in the mangled bone as it lifts upon our heads, and that's why I have to always say this before the piece. There will always be a body hovering above us, especially a black one. In this poem, I'm supposed to explain the pleasures of floating through the river during the daring heat of summer, but there's always a huddle of my brothers adorned in some rope and ash, trailing me to where our type of skin goes to die. So every metaphor is a metaphor for the unbecoming of things. Because what's a poem if it doesn't dismantle or split, burns or cracks? So there's gonna be a couple of heads in here. Limbs, Trayvon will be in here in metaphor forms. Whenever you hear broken or used, think of him. Whenever you hear rock or still, think of Mike Brown. Whenever you hear dead, think of black. Couldn't write black because the freaking printer keeps on whiting out the black. So it's just every poem ends up being a will. But what I then have to leave behind, this body, like crack it open and another falls out. I'm like a Russian doll of the dead. So many eulogies written at the brim of my mouth. I'm gonna start the poem now.